Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy and we're back with the Tottenham Hotspur save on the FM23 beta, and today we have our first two league games of the season. Double live come today, but we have the toughest possible start. First up we host Liverpool and then we're at the Etihad against Man City, the two best teams in the country in our first two games of the season. Let's see how we measure up to them and let's see if we can maybe get some points on the board, because it's two extremely hard games. Last time we had a good look at our squad and we also played the match engine for the first time, did an intra-squad friendly. The tactic is more or less unchanged. Son is now an inside forward on attack. I don't know if this will be the starting 11 against Liverpool, but this is kind of what we're looking at for a system. And it's worked pretty well pre-season. We won all but one of our games, and that one game we didn't win. We gave away a penalty against Blackburn, but that was the only game that we failed to win pre-season. And first window transfers are disabled, so we can't make any signings, but we have brought a player back. I did mention last time that I thought that Spurs were lacking a bit of depth in midfield, so I have recalled Giovanni Lo Celso from his loan at Villarreal. He was bought from Real Betis on loan and then joined permanently for Tottenham, played a few games for them, and then went on loan to Villarreal for a couple of seasons. We cut it short and we brought it back just to give ourselves an extra man in midfield because I thought they needed it. And Lo Celso will essentially play in a similar role to the one that Bentancur plays as that centre midfielder. He's got really good first touch, he's a really good passer of the ball, he carries it really well as well, so he can also work maybe as an advanced playmaker. But he looks really well balanced, and I think we're going to try and use him a bit this season. I thought it would make sense to maybe bring him back from his loan. So this is the starting 11 we are going to go with. Lloris in goal, Davies, Dyer and Romero that back three, with Perisic and Emerson as the wing backs for this one. Højbjerg and Bentancur in centre midfield, and that front three today, Kane, Son and Kulusevski. On the bench we have options defensively. We've got Lenglet, we have Davinson Sanchez, we have Ryan Sessegnon, we've got midfield options in Bissouma and Lo Celso, and then front three, Lucas Moura could come in. We have not a lot other than that actually. Richarlison is suspended for this. I think he might have maybe picked up too many cards at the end of his Everton spell. So I think he's unavailable for that reason. He might have been a red. I don't actually know. But yeah, he's unfortunately unavailable. Brian Gill also picked up a bit of a knock, a little toe injury, so he's not going to feature today. So a little bit lacking in forward options. Lucas Moura, the only one really. We could maybe bring Jed Spence onto the bench. He can play as a sort of right-sided player. So that might be a thing. But hopefully the left-hand side, nothing really happens, because we don't really have anyone that could play in place of Son. Sessegnon could, but I think, again, he'd be better as a wing-back. So, yeah, not the ideal situation to be in. We don't have any massive injuries, thankfully. But, yeah, just missing Richarlison for suspension, not ideal. I think we made good preparation pre-season, with the tactic. I think we've done okay, but we've got two very tough games in our opening two fixtures. First up is Liverpool, managed by Jurgen Klopp. And 14 minutes on the clock, we have our first highlight, and it is us in possession. Kane is going to be doing what hopefully I want him to do, and that's sort of sitting deep and bringing Son and Kulusevski into the game. Him and Son has gone all the way up to the byline there, but lost the ball. But here's Emerson, and a good run there and a good spell of possession, but didn't really amount to anything, unfortunately. Past the half-hour mark now. Alexander-Arnold with a long throw looking for Firmino. Bentancur will keep this in place and hopefully not do anything silly. It's back with Hugo Lloris, and he's gone long looking for Harry Kane, but Matip gets ahead of him in the air. Andy Robertson got lots of space here, sitting quite narrow, but that's not a good ball forward. Dyer has that covered. And here's Ben Davies, and he's given the ball straight back to Mo Salah, which is not the player you want to give it to, but a fantastic recovery there by Ivan Perisic. And again, but Salah still with the ball. We can't get it off of him at the moment. He's got the ball again here, goes for goal. It took a huge deflection off of Firmino, who might have been offside, but we'll see if the referee gives it or not. It's going to go to VAR, but yeah, Perisic was staying with Salah as much as he could. He went in for the tackle, but sliding in, he just couldn't win the ball, and the goal's been given. It's 1-0 Liverpool, 32 minutes gone. Salah just running rings around Perisic, really. And then it goes for goal, and it took a big deflection off of Firmino, who was onside. I think he was being kept on by, is that Dyer? I think he was being kept on by Eric Dyer. So not really what we want from that first sort of half an hour. Hopefully we can get back into the game. Well, Liverpool hadn't really offered too much apart from that goal. That was kind of their first involvement, really. Emerson bombing forward down the right-hand side here, completely unchallenged. Squares it. Harry Kane with a header, and it's saved by Alisson. Really good run there by Emerson on the right flank. And they're going to half-time 1-0 down, but I've not been overly disappointed by what I've seen so far. A very even game. Son's been very quiet, and I've changed him to, and I'm going to change him to an inverted winger. I did try that inside forward a little bit, and it hasn't really come through. So he's going to go back to inverted winger. But Liverpool, up until that goal, had not offered much at all. and we were going into it as well. So need to try and be better in front of goal. We're going to go for a fire up in the second half and see what we can do. Let's try and get back into this game and maybe get a point out of it. We will see. But here's Christian Romero playing on the right, that back three. Emerson, though, manages to keep the ball under the challenge of Diaz. Here's Bentancur to Højbjerg. The two midfielders not really done what I want them to today. They've been got past a little bit. But we're kind of forcing the guys outside at the moment. Not probably the best thing to do with Liverpool, but we'll see. Kane out to Perisic. This is what I want to see from our left wing back. On that overlap, Son sitting narrow. It's a good ball for Højbjerg. It's Bentancur, and this is the chance, and he takes it. Rodrigo Bentancur scores our first goal of the season. Midway through the second half, it's 1-1, and that goal's been coming, I think. It's been, I say, we've been growing into the game. Liverpool get the goal out of nowhere, and it kind of set us back a bit. But really good stuff by Perisic. On the overlap, Son sort of went into the middle. Great ball back for Højbjerg. Great ball for Bentancur, and a nice finish by the midfielder to get us the equalising goal. And hopefully now maybe we can get on and get a win. We'll wait and see. Kulusevski's a bit tired on the right, so I'm going to take him off. I'm going to bring on Lucas Moura. I'm going to keep him as an inverted winger. What's his left foot like? He's got a decent left foot, so I'm going to keep him as the inverted winger. Romero's getting tired, so we're going to bring on Tanganga for him, because he's quite good as a wide centre-back on that side, so we're going to do that. I'm going to take off Son, and I'm going to put Ryan Sessegnon on the left-hand side. I'll keep him as the inverted winger as well. Still time for either side here to get a winger, and Lucas Moura has been injured. That's not what we want. We have two more changes we can make. One of them is going to have to be on this right-hand side, but we don't really have any more attacking players. So it might be time for maybe a bit of a system change. It's telling a bit of a mess with no right-sided player. So Emerson is going to be the wing-back. Lo Celso has come on to replace Moura. We have Sessegnon and Perisic on the left-hand side. Also, Davinson Sanchez has replaced Eric Dyer in just a fitness change in the middle. Not really ideal, but let's try and get through the rest of this game, shall we? We've got a couple of minutes of injury time left. A chance maybe here. 2 minutes to go in stoppage time. Ryan Sessegnon with a cross, but no one really in there to get on the end of it. Here's Emerson. Can we maybe get a late winner here? That's a good ball for Perisic. And the header! Is he onside? Is this a 94th minute winner against Liverpool? I think he might have been onside, but let's see what the decision is from VAR. Have we just got a winner against Liverpool? We have! 94th minute. VAR gives the goal. Terrible header away by Kostas Tsimikas. Emerson Royal with the ball to Bentancur. Over the top. Perisic definitely onside. Alisson off his line. And it's 2-1 Tottenham in the 94th minute. That's a huge win in the opening game of the season. We beat Liverpool. What a performance in the opening day of the season. We beat Liverpool. Up next, though, we're at the Etihad against Man City. Didn't play as well as we could in that one, but we really dug deep and we got the win. That was a huge performance. So now we go ahead to the following Sunday, our first away game of the season. We've just beaten Liverpool. Up next is Man City. I say the two best sides in the league back-to-back in our first two games of the season. It's a good start. Can we build on it? Maybe get something at the Etihad. A draw would be really nice. A win would be perfect. Imagine if we took points ahead of the top two sides in the first two games of the season and end up on maximum points ourselves. That would be amazing. Richarlison is now available again after his suspension, so he will come onto the bench. I think we'll also lose Tanganga and bring Brian Gill onto the bench. He's back after his little knock as well. So we've got a couple of forward options there. That's good to see. I'm going to start this one on balance just to see how the game goes. Out of possession as well. We've got pretty standard lines at the moment. We're trying to trap them outside so that we can, like I said last time, win the ball in those flanks and then really get forward with Emerson and with Perisic. I just wonder if we can maybe drop deeper a little bit or go for a slightly lower block. I wonder if that might be good to do and then really try and break. Just drop it back a little bit. It was something in last game that got absolutely eaten alive. But I think that FM23... it does kind of allow you to play maybe a bit more defensive and then maybe go for something a bit more counter-attacking. So we'll see what we can do. I think Man City will be favourites for this one. But let's see if we can get a good result. Maybe go unbeaten after our first two games. And with those games being Liverpool and City, that would be good. We've got the back three. Hopefully we can deal with the Nordic meat shield himself, Erling Haaland. But let's see how we go. 13 minutes, we have our first highlight. Rodrigo to Gundogan. Ball out wide for Phil Foden. Has got lots of space here. Tries to hold it up. It's De Bruyne. It's Bernardo Silva. And Perisic does well to win the ball there. Clears it. But it's only going to go as far as Manuel Akanji. Into the middle. Ruben Diaz got lots of space to move into here. We are sitting very deep But I think we are going to have to defend against this side. And I think eventually they will find a way through. Bentancur winning the ball off De Bruyne there. I thought there might have been a shot for a penalty. But a clean tackle. Now here's Emerson. And looking for Harry Kane there, but just not quite the right ball. Cancelo gets it. Now Cancelo running forward. Someone needs to close him down. Rodri finds Foden. Foden with a shot, and it's a good save by Hugo Lloris. Lloris with the ball to the centre-backs. We're kind of playing out from the back, but I'll say City are going to be pressing very high. We're going to be boxed in quite a lot in this game, so we need to try and really get balls forward if we can. Rodrigo now to Joao Cancelo. Here's Foden to De Bruyne. And that's a ball through for Erling Haaland. He's going to score this, isn't he? Oh, he does. Haaland is going to score a lot this season. He's got one there against us. 19 minutes gone, but we went 1-0 down against Liverpool and we came back. So not to say we can't do it again and maybe get a point away from the champions. But De Bruyne with the ball through to Erling Haaland, gets between the two defenders, and I think he went under the legs of Lloris there. But it is 1-0 Man City. Haaland gets one of what's going to be many goals this season because he's an absolute monster. But hopefully we can get back into the game. Bentancur heads away the corner kick. Ball's with Ivan Perisic at the moment. Romero, again, looking to try and build it out from the back here. Højbjerg goes back to Lloris. And again, just try and build this out from the back and try and find a way through. And use those wide men up top as well. Son has again not done too well. Haaland, crunching challenge on Romero. Nothing given there. De Bruyne goes for goal. That's a fantastic save there by Lloris, denying the second goal. Lots of possession for us today, but we haven't made it count. We have just one shot at goal. Let's pump that line back up to mid-block. And let's try something maybe a bit different here. I'm not really getting a lot of space to pass into. We can't really work it in, but we need to be doing better than we are, definitely. We've got the possession today, but we haven't really done anything with it. Kyle Walker coming down the right-hand side here. Someone needs to close him down. Instead, he just gives the ball away. Terrible pass. Højbjerg's on a yellow. That could prove to be a problem. I don't know what happened there, but the City player there got completely caught napping. Son with a cross. Harry Kane with a header, but it's not going to trouble Edison at all. But a little bit messy there in possession, City. Ball rolled to Akanji. And now here they come again. They're getting lots of space here, and we're not really closing them down at the moment, and we might have to do that. Here's Foden. Gundogan's got space in midfield. Here's Bernardo Silva. Sending through Haaland, and is Haaland going to get his second goal here? Yes, he is. 2 goals for Haaland, 2 for City, 33 minutes gone. This could end up getting ugly. We haven't really had a lot at the other end. We had possession, but we've done absolutely nothing with it apart from give it to City. And City have just found it too easy. Another through ball finds Haaland, and he controls it well, and then beats Lloris, who decides to just sort of take a seat. 3 minutes left of the first half. We made it way too easy for Haaland today and for Man City. Like I say, we've had the ball, but we're just not creating anything. And again, City, look how much space Cancelo's got to move into here. And Foden as well. We're just giving them way too much. And Haaland's got a first half hat-trick. How do you stop this man? You can't. He's got 3 goals. But it's not even half-time yet. This guy is actually, built different. Man City have just found this far too easy today. We did well against Liverpool, but here we're just being completely outperformed. Haaland's got 3 goals. We've still got 2 minutes till the first half. We just need to get to half time now because this is getting ridiculous. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. Haaland's just won the ball off Romero again. I mean, he's not going to score from out there. Emerson gets the ball back. We just need to get to half time, please. Akanji to Rodrigo. Here's Ruben Diaz. Please just blow a whistle for half time and put us out of our misery because City are going to get a 4th. What a run by Kyle Walker. And he's 4-0. What the hell is going on? This team is absolutely ridiculous. How do you stop these people? Haaland's got 3. And now, was it Walker? Kyle Walker gets a goal? What is going on? What a run that is, by the way. Gundogan with a great vision to find it as well. Kyle Walker gets through on goal. When was the last time he actually scored a goal? And mercifully, it is now half time. But Man City are 4-0 up and they had less possession than us. Haaland gets a hat-trick. Walker gets a goal. How do you stop these people? City have just gone through this team in this midfield like a knife through butter. So what are we going to do? Right, we're going to get stuck in. We're going to push higher up. We're going to try and give the game to them and press. Because I think that's how you get to them. I think we're going to have to just close them down. Because They're having far, far too much space. City have had, less possession than us, but they've just completely dominated the game. And we've got nothing to show for our possession. We've just had nothing. The City have just absolutely blown us apart with the amount of space that we've given them. We just need to try and get back into this game and maybe get ourselves a goal or two. Make it a little bit more respectable, because this is ridiculous. Grealish has come on as well. So City have seen fit to make changes. Bernardo Silva makes it 5-0. The Liverpool game gave me hope, and Man City have just completely crushed that hope. They're just absolutely ridiculous. Haaland gets 3, Walker gets a goal, and now Ilkay Gundogan sets up Bernardo Silva, who finishes with the left foot. Like, what do you do about this? What can you do about this? We're going to bring on Davinson Sanchez for Romero. He's had an absolute stinker. Also, Lucas Moura is going to come on again. He did quite well last time, if I remember. I don't really know what we can do about this game, apart from maybe concede more goals. Hopefully we don't. Let's try and get one, shall we? Because they've just absolutely destroyed us here, and there's probably about 20 minutes or so left to go. Here's Heung-min Son. Is there going to be a chance here? Harry Kane's through. Is this going to be a chance? It's Bentancur, but he hits the bar. That's our best chance of the game. It's 10 minutes ago. De Bruyne's got a free kick here, and that wasn't far off being a 6th for them either. De Bruyne with the ball back again here. And maybe look to put the ball in. It's Bernardo Silva. Son does well to win the ball there. Well, it's full time. Man City win 5-0. We had one shot on target. Like, in the end, City did edge the possession game, but we did nothing with the ball. We didn't create anything, and we gave City far, far, far too much space. They absolutely destroyed us. Haaland gets a first half hat-trick. Kyle Walker, of all people, gets on the score sheet. And then Bernardo Silva makes it a 5-star performance in the second half. We were underdogs there, but that was just embarrassing, wasn't it? But Man City are just absolutely ridiculous. How do you stop this team? How do you stop them? So we do have 3 points on the board. The win against Liverpool was definitely huge. We came from behind and we got that. I mean, let's try and put that Man City result aside, shall we? We'll try and forget about that. Who do we face next? Our next game is an away game against Villa, who have lost both their games so far. So hopefully that will be 3 points on the board. When is the Champions League draw? Group stage draw is on the 20th, and that is just before a home game against Leicester, who are unbeaten so far. What I think we'll do then is I'll record that Champions League draw, and we'll see who we're going to get in our Champions League group. And then our next game on camera next time, we've got the London derby coming up. Arsenal on the 10th of September, we'll get that on camera. It's our North London derby, and that's something the fans really want. The fans want us to sort of finish above Arsenal, so hopefully that's something we can do. And go into the Emirates and trying to avoid defeat and get a result. That's going to be part of that. So hopefully we can do that against the Gunners next time. And also, we'll have the draw for the Champions League group stages, and we'll see what our fate is going to be in Europe. And have a look at the Champions League stuff, because, of course, it's all licensed now. I believe the music is in the game as well, so we'll see if we can maybe get that involved in as well. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave comments. Let me know how your saves are going. And if you've come up against Man City so far this game, how did you do? Did you get destroyed 5-0? Let me know. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn notifications on. And I'll see you next time for the North London derby. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.